Well, howdy. This is a somewhat, well, first of all, this is my Chinesium camera because, well, the GoPro's got a problem at the moment. So I'm deciding to try and film with this, and I lost a little fuzzy thing that's used for wind cancellation on the front of this. But I think it'll work out. This is a bit of a delicate political situation, shall we say. I don't know what your feelings are on this, but mine are pretty simple. If a man has committed a felony, a non-violent felony, meaning he didn't murder somebody, break into their home, rape somebody, molest a child, or do any of those things, if he did something like missed a child care payment many years ago and the judge got pissy about it, or had too many parking violations, or cheated on his taxes, or did whatever, you can blow your nose wrong in the wrong place and be charged with a felony in some towns in America. There are more laws on the books than there are books. Anyway, in America, if you are convicted of a non-violent felony and serve your time and are adjudicated to have paid your debt to society, end quote, you lose your firearms rights. I don't think that's right. I think that's wrong, flat wrong. But in some states, a lot of people, and Oregon is one of them, there's a lot of people who did indeed suffer from having committed a felony, served time, were found to have finished their parole, good behavior. They've now rejoined society. They're now honorable, moral citizens. But they want to go hunting. And in America, that if you don't hunt, in a lot of places in America, going back to the Great Depression, if you don't hunt, you don't eat. It's that simple. You know, humans are a hunting animal. We are a hunting primate. We're the primate that learned how to eat meat. And that sort of stood us in good stead for about 200,000 years. Didn't help out the woolly mammoth any, but sure helped humans. Anyway, with that in mind, many companies make black powder rifles because black powder is not considered a firearm by federal statute. Therefore, if you have been adjudicated as having served a federal felony, you probably can have one of these in your state, and in some states, this being one of them, you are allowed to go hunting with black powder. Alternately, you can carry black powder for self-defense. These are not firearms. What you're looking at here is a 1863 and an 1849 Wells Fargo Colts in 36 or 31. They're not much. They only give you 5 shots. They're only black powder. They don't really go that far or that fast, but in a pinch, it's better than throwing a rock. And the other two here, well, what really brought this on is my cousin gave me, he gave me a Christmas present. He gave me this. We'll get to that in just a minute. I've had this one for years from a friend who gave it to me gratis because it didn't work, and I had to repair it. Well, this is a Knight's Armament 50 caliber, I think, black powder inline rifle. Now, inline means that it shoots just like this. There's no hammer. There's none of the usual cap and ball sort of things. This one uses a striker fired, and the way it works is you pull back the bolt like that, put a cap on here, fill it full of powder and a ball, and a wad probably, and then fire. You can adjust how strong the striker hits by adjusting this. When I got it, it had no bolt, it had no sight on it, it was in awful shape. I cleaned it up a lot. I bought this bolt off eBay, and I happen to have that in my junk drawer. And I put it all together, and it's a good little inline black powder rifle. Well, in like manner, this is a Harrington and Richardson Huntsman, it's called. It's also an inline black powder, but this one's hammer fired, and the way it works is it's a break open just like a shotgun. Only in this case, you have you put the cap in right here, and then load it in the same manner. It's still got a ramrod for loading, and like any other black powder rifle. And it's a pretty looking thing. They're not that expensive. Not many people are interested in this for primitive hunting, except former felons. And I'm not a felon. I've never been accused of anything like that. But I personally think that if a man has served his debt to society, he should have his full rights. That's just my own personal opinion. But I'm sure that that's not held by a lot of little liberals. By the way, these things use this kind of cap. This is the old top hat variety used since the Civil War. Well, before the Civil War. Modern caps, well, they work great, but these are called musket caps. And these won't fit this, but they will fit these. I've tried to shot, but well, I haven't shot this one yet. I tried a cap on it just to clear it, but and I cleaned it, but I have not shot it. I may shoot it today. I may do that. I'm not gonna. I do have some 58 mini balls that will fit in this thing, but I'm not sure I really want to do 58 mini balls in it because I'm not near the range. Nor am I in the hunting area. I'm in my back. I'd be in my backyard. I'll shoot a blank. I'll just shoot a blank. Yeah. But anyway, there's my political rant for the day, and there's my my take on inline black powder rifles.